They took a risk early in the season starting this young freshman, but he has continued to develop each week and get better. He's gaining the trust of his teammates. He's really starting to make good reads and get a feel for this offense. Can they keep this trend going? I'll keep you posted on how he looks on the field and how he's leading his team early in this game. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Ole Miss Rebels offense going to get the chance to start this game off. And there he is, this senior wide receiver, coming off a 150-yard, 3-touchdown performance in their victory in the last game.
Well, it stands out to you when you watch film on this offense. There's a go-to guy catching the ball, and everybody knows who it is. Nobody defends.
And it's a fumble on the play. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understand the ball came out quick. I got to break, get hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. On the run, it's Edwards. Guys, let's talk a little UCLA. Losing early in the year can be detrimental, also can be galvanizing. You realize not much margin for error, and they suddenly have put it together and won their last two.
The dips in the season early really served as motivation for them, and they were able to turn the page. They were able to be resilient. And 18 to 22-year-olds in college football, David, it's easier said than done, but this team really is about that.
Yeah, and they're starting to get it together, and you can see it. Like, I think early in the season, too, Jesse, you're figuring out who you are as a team. I think they kind of got that figured out, and I look for this team to win today and climb up into those rankings.
A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. They'll try to power their way ahead. Maybe some room here. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins! You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he finished things off with a 32-yard run to the house. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Rebels offense is back on the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
The Rebels are in the hurry-up.
It's very early in the college football season, but this coaching staff has to be very pleased by what they've seen from their quarterback.
Turning it on! Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Good work up front to get that first down on the ground, and now they'll go back to work. Grabbed behind the line, it's Cook. Still running at the 40. Lots of running room. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score coming on the touchdown pass from 55 yards out. And he's going to bring it out. rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Oh, and what a move. What a juke, and he makes it past the mark.
If you blitz me, I'm getting the ball out of my hands. Really good job understanding that by the offensive coordinator, this quarterback, seeing the blitz, getting the ball to a playmaker, letting him do some damage. And more importantly, I don't have to throw it way down the field. Just get the first down.
Pulls it on the option. He rolls all the way up to the 40-yard line before going out of bounds in this running game, making an impact. And the Bruins have their offense in high gear. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's going to take off. At midfield, he's got room. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack of just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. You think about the long list of great UCLA running backs. You know, people forget Jackie Robinson was a UCLA running back.
And Jackie also started safety for UCLA. He started both ways. Just think about how good of an athlete you have to be to do that. But the tradition, the uniforms, the Rose Bowl, everything about UCLA just smells good.
Pocket breaking down. He's sacked. This defense all over it. The Bruins want to move quickly.
And that is priority #1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback, affect him, get hits on him. They do it right here. Get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. It's 4th down and 14, but they're going to go for it. Wants to adjust the pattern.
Booster. Let it go.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Takes a shot as he lets it go. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Dropping back, it's Knight. Under fire. Trying to make magic with his feet. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. The run inside. It's Frazier. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. First play of the period, first down here. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Face mask penalty cost the D 15 yards and a first down. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Ellis. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down.
This receiver is such a weapon. He has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Edwards. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
And the Bruins can really attack on this second and short. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Edwards. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. The Bruins headed quickly to the line.
Nice job by this defense getting to the QB and getting him on the ground, creating the negative play. This offense must have seen something because they're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
He wants to go deep. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Snags it, and there's running room. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved the touchdown.
This guy already has a touchdown. He almost had his second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass. Gets it to the back. Back's going for the goal line. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
Nice job by the defense forcing the third and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
They relentlessly moved forward. Now it's getting down to cases. 3rd and goal.
Here we go. Ready.
Might be calling a hot route.
Ready, go.
It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
You know, timing is so important in the RPO game, especially on 3rd down. Quarterback and receiver just didn't have it there, and now it's 4th down.
Sometimes turning your nose up at easy points can come back to bite you, but can they make it pay off by converting on trying to rumble in? Touchdown, UCLA! All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead.
Quarterbacks love finding their tight ends down here in this area of the field. Big targets in small spaces. Nice work on that TD.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. You kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
The Rebels want to crank the tempo. Back to throw, it's Knight. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. UCLA will go back to work on offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. And the Bruins will snap it on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Edwards. Might have a chance. Running inside the 20. And he scores! Touchdown, Bruins!
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important, down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. They gave up the sack on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. It's Knight. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Hit as he throws. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Rebels send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Here on the UCLA sideline, there is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. Second down, they'll go to the air. Moving out of the pocket. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down and one that did not pay off. Got a man. It's Creasecorn. Breaks a tackle and he's got room. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Ole Miss calls its second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. After ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 13. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
He's got him in the flat. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Touchdown, Rebels. Quick strike through the air for the score.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bruins offense makes its way onto the field, hoping to get things going here. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football-type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
The Bruins call timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on 1st down from the 44. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Edwards. The clock has stopped. Timeout has been called by UCLA. It's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking downfield very late in the half. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Got some room to run. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And he'll try to keep that smooth leg swing going for the second time today, this one from 34 yards out. So that will go into the stat book as the rare one-play drive for a field goal.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. And the Rebels will boot it away to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Thomas. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Holly, what did you find out coming from the locker room?
Guys, catching up with the Rebels head coach, this is the moment his defense has to get organized. They have been a little problematic here in this first half, giving up too many points. And now, with the opponents getting the ball to start the second half, they do not want that momentum and a positive offensive output right here to change this game. He said our defense has to make a statement and make a stand, and it starts right now. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll send the back in motion. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The Bruins will hustle to the line. He might want another play. On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Finds a man in the middle. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one after their own 37.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And the Bruins with the 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready. Ready to go.
Running inside. It's Edwards. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Go, go.
Back to pass on second down. Here's a heat. He's going to run it. Keeps it and gets past the chains. And maybe they try to spy on the quarterback, but it just hasn't worked. Another first down. He just keeps gashing them with his feet. The Bruins are moving quickly down the field. To the air on first down. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Wants to fire on second down. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Man, that is going to haunt this quarterback. He had his receiver running a deep route. He was open, and the QB overthrew him. Man, that sucks.
Quarterback making checks.
Booster, freeze, freeze. Over. Rock. Ready, go.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Finds his man. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Sweet.
from the red zone, looking for a space. Makes the grab. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
And that's this guy's third catch now on the drive, and I like how this offense just keeps going back to him. Look, if you're not going to cover him, we're going to keep throwing him the football. We don't have to overthink this thing, and as every completion happens, the quarterback is gaining.
They will score! Touchdown, Bruins! That is his third score of the game, and now 14 on the season. There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy time and time again trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good to finish things off. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. The play-action fake. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Goes high to pull it in. Took it all the way inside their territory, down to the 40-yard line, and that's where they'll set up shop.
Man, this has been a fun one to watch, guys. This is quarterback play at a high level. It's fun to watch guys that are executing, that are going through their progressions, making big play after big play. Both these guys, you got to tip your cap because the quarterback play so far today has been absolutely outstanding.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Caught in the backfield, it's Matthews. Oh, what a move to get room. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Got his man. Touchdown, Rebels. And they take it in for 6 more points. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean,
looking for the end zone and the tie. Instead, he finds a sack, and the defense rises up, and the offense can't tie the game. Fielded in the end zone, it's Thomas. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Gonna run it. It's Edwards. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
that's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Thomas. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle. He
gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26.
And, man, you see it again. It's got to be frustrating for this defense. Like, there's a reason the offense has the lead, and it's because the QB can drop back and do things like that. It's supposed to be a pass, everybody playing pass, but he's just got such a knack and such a feel to take off and run and make people miss and create explosive plays, and that's why they built the lead here today.
Trying to escape and get it himself. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
That's a really nice play on second down. I love the quarterback's read. I love that he kept it. Good offensive coordinators across college football, they have no problem repeating the same play over and over again if it's successful.
And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
This is an offense that takes a lot of pride in their third down execution. They've done an outstanding job of that here in this drive. They've got the lead. We're in the third quarter. And they're thinking to themselves, we can ice this thing if we can score another touchdown. We can put so much pressure on the opponent if we keep converting these third downs. Really good job there by the QB in this offense.
That's the end of the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza.
Blue 22, blue 22. Ready, go.
They'll run play action. Rushes on him. Got rid of it just in time. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Here comes the heat. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
Man, you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there. More and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45. Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. What a costly mistake, and what a big play by the defense to get the football back on the interception. And now this offense trying to take it back. Just what they were looking for, a huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. Gives it on the option. Shakes off the defender. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. To the air. It's Knight. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
And just like that, the game is completely changed, right? The defense comes away with a huge turnover, and the offense able to cash it in, capitalize by scoring a touchdown. So they've now got the lead Not a lot of time left, but it feels like all the momentum is now on their side.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. Here comes the UCLA offense onto the field to start this drive. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drop. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Right back to the well. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Edwards. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy, first on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and throw it. This is a guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball out of the backfield.
He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
You got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand, but because you missed the tackle, they've now got a fresh set of downs.
He'll pull it down. Takes a hit as he fires. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
The run inside. It's Edwards.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Quick release by the QB. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Interesting call here for the head coach, too, because you need a touchdown. Now it's 4th and long. You could kick the field goal.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Quarterback making adjustments. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And a touchdown here would not only... He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, UCLA! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. The Bruins fight back with a score of their own.
Man, this is wild. Late in the game, we're seeing 2 heavyweight fighters trading blows. The offense scores their last time out. This offense now scores a touchdown here late.
Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Inside the 50.
Head coach wanted to be aggressive. You could have just kicked an extra point and tied it. Instead, you went for the lead. You come up short. Now, you put a lot of pressure on your defense to get the ball back.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Rebels offense is back on the field. Let's see if this offense comes out swinging from the first play of the drive down late. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play.
Here's a little room there. The 40, the 30, the 20. He's at the touchdown, Rebels. They move on top here in the fourth. The Rebels surge back on top.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the fourth quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
Setting up the screen. He gets it into the end zone. The two-point try is good, and now the lead is 7. And he's coming out of the end zone. And the returner goes down. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything.
There he goes. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins. The Bruins fight back with a score of their own.
And great job executing. The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Do you want to kick it, tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. 1 to 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. You probably want to do that, but you could push the envelope. You could go for 2 and try to take the lead.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
And that's luxury for this offense to be in right now. They don't.
He lofts one down the sideline. He's got it at the 30. Touchdown, Rebels. They've... here in the fourth. The Rebels surge back on top.
Love the play call. Love the execution. Late in the game with less than 2 minutes to go, they now take a touchdown lead and put so much pressure on the opposition in a 2-minute situation.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Here on the UCLA sideline, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I can see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Throws to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
I'll tell you, this offense just can't afford too many more incompletions because time's running out in the game. They need big plays in the passing attack, vertically down the field, and they've got to score some touchdowns.
And they fail to hook up on third down.
After that incompletion, there is so much pressure now on this quarterback to come up with a big play. They need to score a touchdown. They need to keep this drive alive to have any shot at winning this game, but it all comes down to this play right here.
He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. They convert the fourth down, but back to the line with no time to waste.
And that's a big throw by this young man. Like, listen, late in the football game, you've got to make plays. He's been a little bit up and down, but they got to give him the rock. They're going to trust him. Let's see what he can do late in this football game.
Quarterback may change this route. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup. The Bruins call timeout. It's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Looking to throw on first down. Buys a little time with his feet. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Misfired on first down. Back to the air on second. Can't make the catch, and it'll be third down. He had that thing and just lost his concentration. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. This time he's got his man. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. They get the timeout called, 11 seconds remaining to play. Most important part of a clutch drive, piece together some first downs, get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. It's complete to the right. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. They'll use the timeout, 6 seconds left on the clock. So here they come. One last chance, and they've got to have a touchdown. He wants to change this route. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. A shot toward the end zone. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
And this is a situation as a defense. The game's on the line. You got to know the situation. A completion over the middle of the field to the 10-yard line, I tackle him, I get him on the ground, the ball game's over. Ball thrown in the end zone.
Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. Scoreboard operator.